Solana has reached a significant milestone in the real-world asset RWA sector, with its onchain RWA value hitting $2.8 billion. This development is being highlighted by the RWA Foundation, which recently recognized the chain's progress in bringing traditional financial instruments onto the blockchain. The growth is not just in value, but also in user engagement, with over 216,000 token holders and nearly 12 million stablecoin holders on the network. These figures suggest a growing interest in using Solana as a platform for real-world assets like tokenized treasuries, funds, and credit products. RWAs are often seen as a bridge between traditional finance and crypto, offering a more tangible use case than speculative assets or governance tokens. For Solana, this momentum makes sense given its infrastructure advantages. The chain has long been known for fast transaction speeds and low costs, which are critical for handling high volumes of activity. In the RWA space, where settlement efficiency and cost-effectiveness are key, these traits position Solana as a strong contender. The rise in stablecoin holders is particularly telling. Stablecoins are often a gateway for users into blockchain ecosystems, and having nearly 12 million holders on Solana indicates a broad and active user base. That base is likely to be important as tokenized assets move beyond niche experimentation and into mainstream use. For institutions and retail users alike, the appeal of RWAs lies in their ability to bring traditional financial instruments, like bonds, real estate, and commodities, onto the blockchain. This allows for faster settlement, greater transparency, and potentially more. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Efficient capital allocation. Solana's infrastructure appears to be supporting that transition. The RWA Foundation's recognition of Solana's progress is not just a public relations move. It reflects a growing consensus that the chain is well-positioned to handle the demands of this emerging sector. The Foundation's statement highlights the network's ability to handle high-volume activity without the congestion seen on other chains. That's a key differentiator in a space where users and institutions expect reliable performance. However, while the numbers are impressive, it's important to note that the RWA sector is still in its early stages. The $2.8 billion in RWA value is a significant figure, but it's still relatively small in the context of global financial markets. The real test will be whether this growth can be sustained and whether tokenized assets can gain broader adoption. For now, the momentum is clear. The combination of user growth, infrastructure capabilities, and strategic recognition from key players in the RWA space suggests that Solana is gaining traction. The next signal to watch will be how the RWA sector evolves over the coming months and whether other chains begin to respond with competing infrastructure or partnerships. As RWAs continue to gain attention, the role of blockchain in facilitating traditional asset tokenization will become even more important. Solana's ability to handle large volumes of transactions quickly and at low cost gives it a competitive edge in this space. If tokenized assets are to move beyond niche experimentation and into real-world applications, they will need a blockchain that can support high throughput and low latency. Solana's infrastructure appears to meet that need. The fact that nearly 12 million stablecoin holders are already active on the network suggests that users are not only aware of Solana's capabilities, but are also choosing it as a platform for their financial activities. This could signal a broader shift in user preference toward chains that prioritize scalability and efficiency. The RWA Foundation's public acknowledgement of Solana's progress is a strong signal that the chain is being taken seriously in the real-world asset space. This kind of recognition from a key player in the sector can help drive further adoption and attract more institutional interest. As more financial products are tokenized and moved on a chain, the demand for infrastructure that can handle. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Those transactions will only grow. Solana's current performance suggests it is well-positioned to meet that demand. The next few months will be crucial in determining whether Solana can maintain this momentum and continue to expand its presence in the RWA sector. If the network can sustain its growth in both user numbers and asset value, it could solidify its position as a leading platform for tokenized real-world assets. But if adoption slows or competition intensifies, Solana may need to adapt its strategy to remain competitive. For now, the evidence suggests that Solana is on the right track. The combination of infrastructure advantages, growing user base, and strategic recognition from the RWA Foundation points to a platform that is ready to support the next phase of blockchain-based finance.